finally.
Home sweet
Back
home.
Feels so good to be home.
I've never been so happy to come to this apartment.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, yo.
I'm just unpack.
Feels good to be home.
I know, I miss the boys though,
Yeah,
but
sucks we didn't make it back in time to get them, but it's all right.
but it was a worthwhile road trip, right? We had fun.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend for sure. I enjoyed it. If I had to go just off this weekend, I don't know. It's kind of very close neck and neck between Eris and Jazz and Shaq and Kirsten making the biggest strides.
I think
it's close.
Jazz and Eris have made the biggest.
Yeah.
And you know, I always feel like whenever we talk about who's growing and who's doing well, and we always leave ourselves out.
Yeah.
I know that we are doing really well, but every time we do have, even if it's a little growth moment, that's huge for us because we have grown so much already.
Yeah.
So I definitely saw a little of your competitive side and you saw my competitive side, and normally I would have been a sore loser or not participated.
Yeah.
I have flipped a Monopoly board before.
Have you?
Yeah, I start to falter a little bit and then I start to get really angry. But because of you reminding me, like, this will be fun, and even if you do lose, it's okay, and it's not a big deal. I will admit I had fun, even though I didn't win, and that really showed me that if I'm with you, I can do anything and make it enjoyable, so that was a nice moment, and you didn't pineapple me at all. I think we should have a code word. Don't ask me why. The first thing that came into my head when I thought of this was pineapple. If you ever feel like old Nicole coming out, or I'm just being too much, and you're like, hey, Nicole, pineapple, I'm like, okay, he's giving me the signal to back off and just relax.
No, I mean, I agree with that, and I think it's a good thing to do.
Were there any situations where you wanted to, but you just didn't? Like, I need to know if I was failing at my goal.
I mean, honestly, speaking of that, I've never had to pineapple you. Like, it's not necessary, because in the beginning, you're probably like, I might be too much for this guy. I don't know this guy. Like, who knows? I've been maybe told that I'm too much in the past, but I've obviously told you you're not. And I told you if you get to that point, like, we'll just talk about it. So, like, rather than using the word, I think it's more like I can just give you a look or kind of, like, touch you. And you like, we understand each other. So I think it'd be a fun idea to just get rid of it.
Okay.
So, and to kind of show that, I say let's kind of do out with the pineapples.
We're never getting rid of pineapples, but we can get rid of the safe word.
I'm talking about the stuff in the apartment.
We can compromise.
I do love pineapples myself, but...
I can go into my office.
But yeah,
How about
it can be part of your office.
They don't need to be part of our marriage.
Yeah,
Is that a fair compromise?
Yeah.
I can come on strong and be a lot. And I know some men can be intimidated by that. All right.
There's two.
We love you, but you're just going to come to my office. But my husband, he doesn't just love me on my good days. He sees more of the bad days than anything else, and he loves me not in spite of that, but because of that. I wish more people could feel this way, but it's my feeling, and I'm going to live in it, and I love him. I think that's it.
There's one more.
No, that's the dog toy. We're not getting rid of that one. That is for the dog.
No, I'll take it back to my place for them, so they have toys when I bring them over there. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
So I'm not throwing it out. I'll just take it back.
We can't get rid of the dog toy.